Hello, Brad from House of Bijou here. I want to spend a little time and talk about some of the grading companies. I'm going to give you my 2 cents. I'd also like to get some comments and hear back from you to get your opinions as well. I've had many conversations online and arguments online with people about grading companies. So for me, there's really three. There's PSA, SGC, and Beckett. Now, I know a lot of people use CGC. CGC is big in the Pokemon world, and they are starting to gain some traction in sports cards. I'm just not sold on the sports cards yet. I don't collect those. I have opened them up and sent them in and actually increased the grade through PSA. But, to each their own. Again, you collect what you want to collect. So I want to spend a little time talking about each one. So I couldn't find a Beckett that I have. I know I have some, I just couldn't find it, so I only have this gigantic one. This is the glare off, I'll do it like this. This is a 1950 All-Star. It's a book that was created, and there's all these huge stars in the book. DiMaggio, Jackie Robinson, Ted Williams, Stan Musial. So this one's a 6, but they have the clear slabs that you can see through them. And so Beckett, to me, they kind of used to rule the game, but Beckett now is mainly used for autographs. A lot of autograph stuff people use Beckett for. So, it is what it is. So again, everybody has their opinion, but I think that the huge crowd that used to be with Beckett has kind of moved on to something else. Then we have SGC. Now this is an older slab. This is the 49 Eureka stamp of Stan Musial, and this to me is one of the more undervalued Stan Musials, but that's a whole nother video. But anyway, and this is an older label, but SGC is known for the black backing, and they're called the Tux, and you hear people say, oh, that would look better in a Tux, or this is great, and SGC's very good, reliable grading company. SGC is also owned by the same parent company that owns PSA. I think SGC is a solid choice. A lot of people use them for vintage. I do have some of my PC in vintage in SGC, but I prefer to try to stick with PSA for the most part, mainly because in my own opinion, in my own selling history, I've had better luck selling PSA slabs than I have anything else. But again, diehard SGC people out there are a lot, and they love the company, and they were sick to their stomach when the parent company of PSA bought them out because they absolutely despise PSA. And I kind of enjoy the back and forth. It's interesting. It's fun. So whatever. So SGC. And again, one thing that's good too about these older slabs, you can send this back, and which is what I'm going to do, send this back to SGC, and then they will put it in the new SGC slab with the exact same grade. They won't change the grade at all. This one's an 8. So that's very handy to know. And so then the last one here is PSA. I've got another 49 Eureka PSA Stan Musial stamp. So PSA, a lot of people say they don't like the design here. They don't like how it looks. This is one of the older ones that doesn't have the code and the hologram and everything. But a lot of people say, PSA looks so much better than, or SGC looks so much better than PSA. And I understand that, and I totally agree when people say that. But for me, it's what is going to have the collectability and what's going to have the profitability. And for me, it's PSA. Again, everybody has their own opinion on this. Again, CGC, I think, is another great company that's starting to come up in the grading world. I will tell you a story. I was at a card show, and this guy had a whole table of CGC stuff, and I was kind of surprised to see it, so I stopped and talked to him for a little bit. And I said, so you like PSA? And then, he just started talking and wouldn't stop. And he was like, I really like SGC. I'm sorry. I really like CGC. I like their service. I like the way their slabs look, yada, yada, yada. He said, but now, unfortunately, I have a problem where I can't give this stuff away. And so that's always the problem when you're trying to go outside of the normal grading world and you're trying some new grading world. There's There are probably 20 different grading companies out there, but these are the 3 that I deal with the most and the 3 that I know most about. And I do think that CGC will continue to make way in the sports card world. But for me, for the most part, it's PSA and SGC. And for autographs, Beckett is a great choice. So, hey, leave a comment. Let me know who you prefer, some of your experiences with the grading companies, and let me know. I've got quite a few orders at PSA right now I'm waiting for to come back. So anyway, I'm Brad from House of Bijou. That's Haus. So I need you to follow and like. I'm collectible.